notice the difference. Heavenly blessed with the melanin, baby, you know that we winning. No time for the long talk, got 120 on the clock. Wednesday 8 through 10, all the bad vibes better stop. Cause you gotta come with that energy. Kazual Konvo, baby, come down and just sit with me. Lil' Coco be spitting that remedy. Kazual Konvo, baby, come down and just sit with me. You better take this shit serious. She dropping knowledge on head and it's free for the play. Tap in right now if you curious. We got the ham radio going lit every age. We go from people to family to pilots. Stay with me if you got something to say. You know it's important if we go acknowledge. Speak on the business and get out the way. What you gonna say about my mama? She winning, you rockhead.
Yeah. Welcome to Kazual Konvo. It's another Wednesday. It's 8 o'clock. We ready to do this. Welcome to Kazual Konvo, where we have conversations about topics that affect the communities, personal and business relationships. We always have the Kazual Konvo, so you and me don't have to have the tough convo. I'm the co-host, Idris, aka Boscoe from the Bronx, and I got my host. New year, my second year in the business. I'm with her all the way. Coco's in the building, y'all.
Hey, y'all. We back. Happy New Year to everybody. Yep. New year, new things.
Yes, yeah.
So, first I just want to say Happy New Year. I know we missed last week.
Lisa.
But New Year, new things. I see J-Bear here. I see Lisa here. Hello. Mm-hmm. So, I think we're just going to start with the mental health because we have so much to talk about. Mental health check-in. We still want to keep that going into the new year. For the beginning of the year, I must say mine is great. I have no complaints. Peaceful, smooth process. So I'm gonna continue the year with that. What about you?
You know, start off a little rocky, because of the situation that happened with the last Friday of the year. But you know what? The universe got me. I'm good. Things gonna work out. As they used to say, brother gonna work it out. So I'm straight.
You already know I got you. I'm gonna be your secretary.
I know. I got you.
Okay, so with that being said, I know we got a lot to cover today. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna do things a little bit differently. It's gonna be pretty much y'all show. We're gonna talk about a lot of things that's been going on. And plus, I got some questions, some things that Bosco and I talked about behind the scenes. Just to kind of give you guys like what to expect from us in the new year. And before we do that, of course, we're still going to keep Bosco thoughts because we got to start with some like controversy, right?
Yup.
So it's on you.
And here we go. I saw an article today. It was actually dated yesterday. It's about trans women being allowed to box against women in the amateurs. And black women, y'all going to get mad at me. Not all of you. Some of you. Because I never put all of you in one box. The reason I'm coming at some of these black women, not all of you, again, I'm going to keep reiterating that, some of you, because a lot of you said that I had an issue with my sexuality, and all it is because I had an issue with trans women competing against women. Y'all said they are women, but now you black women, and I love you black women, they're coming at you first because you are at the bottom of the totem pole. Us as black folks, they don't give two shits about us, but they're coming after you first. This is why I said, do not get with these things. And when I say things, I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about these movements because these movements do not include you. When are you going to learn? And let's say this is some black women, not all. When you talking about no. Some with black women. Because there's a lot of black women, Coco, Jude, Trix. There's a lot of them out there, mad respect, and I know where their head is at. But some of you who call us black men, what y'all call little dick energy and all this other stuff, because we were speaking out because they know they were coming at you first. That's why. There are some good men out there who give a shit about y'all. And we're trying to protect y'all. But we can't protect y'all if y'all pushing us away. Now, them other ones that just go with anything, that's them. We don't care about them because they'll sell you out like they'll sell us out. But we got your back. But we cannot allow this happen. Do you notice that the trans males are not fighting to go against men in competitions? You know why? Because we're not going to bitch. We're not going to complain. We're going to say, come on in. And we're going to show you the difference between us and you. But see, those trans males or trans females are coming at you because that's their way of coming back at you women. They feel like they can beat your ass. Because if they were all that, they will fight against the men. Period. Exactly, Matrix. They didn't learn in UFC when not Chris Cyborg, I can't remember her name, beat that girl so bad she broke the lady's eye socket, busted her face all up badly. The other one damn near broke the chick's neck. When is it going to stop? Black women, this is not your fight. This is not your fight. Let them fight.
Thank you, Boscoe, for your thoughts.
Started off right. And you know why I'm going off? The job I had, they supported that shit. Yeah. I'm not with them no more. So I don't give a flying fuck now.
Well, I think this was one of just to piggyback on it a little bit.
I don't give one single solitary fifth of a flying fuck like that. Okay.
This is one of the things I think I sent you a couple of weeks ago. Remember the session? And it wasn't about the group of people. It was about women and protecting women in the sports, as far as like financially, scholarships, certain things. Because when you start to change the rules for other groups to enter, because now it's not solely because certain things go into place like wingspan, DNA, strength, muscle mass, all of those things. They broke it down, but it became a discriminatory thing. With this particular group of people. I'm going to say this particular group of people because the one thing that I do want to start in this year is because I'm not talking about the whole in itself, just this particular group that takes everything and they try to make it seem like when we talk about women, it gets turned like we don't have rights. Right. Which is going to go into something else that we're going to talk about. So I think that's the problem. In that whole session, the person that puts the session together, the speaker, she was like, let's wheel this back. Like several times she said, this is not what this is. We're talking about women. And then one of the trans stood up and was like, well, we are women. And she was like, no, we're talking about, and then that's when the other thing came. And then the Republicans ate them up. But anywho, we're gonna get to that another because I'm excited about the other thing. But that's a whole nother situation in itself. So I'm gonna just go right into it. Well, first, I'm gonna go right into it. So I know we missed last week, but let's just talk about some exciting stuff of what to expect from Casual Convo this year. Absolutely more rawness, more events where though will come so you guys can actually meet us, do like meet and greets, more social media presence, probably another short vid or something with Bosco and I throughout the week. For those of you who we had a plethora of people ask for something else other than Wednesdays. Hopefully, y'all, we do have something special coming, different content, not what we're doing today. You're not getting 2 hours, you're not getting all of that, but something fun, something fresh, something else. And then we're gonna see you guys on Wednesdays. I'm not gonna give away everything, but we're excited for what's to come. Hopefully, we can finalize something where you can also meet Jude and interact with her as well. And us too. So with that being said, we're excited for 2024. Big teams. So I was on my local CNN app right this morning, and so the little alert came up and was like the Epstein list was getting ready to be released. So I said, So on the list, it was saying how there are a few people who are already being exposed, like, celebrities or important people, so to speak, right? They had like the Bill Clintons and all those political people on that list. So tell me why, in my mind, I was like, dang, so right after that, the new thing with like academics, Diddy, all of these people coming out now with Oprah and all of that. So I said, Boscoe, riddle me this. This is my theory. Don't take it for a face, but this is my theory.
Mm-hmm.
So with this list, if you notice over the last couple of weeks or months,
Mm-hmm.
so many African American people
Mm-hmm.
who are in a certain bracket, either billionaire or close to billionaire status,
Mm-hmm.
has allegedly been being exposed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, this is all smoke. And now all of a sudden, it's leading up until now, all of a sudden, they ready to drop these names. This
Mm-hmm.
man been gone since 2019. So now we ready to release the list, but they saying they're giving people the opportunity to do like an appeal or file motions if they, I guess to keep their
Mm-hmm.
name hidden. Why keep it hidden if you already said you're gonna drop the names, right?
Right.
So man, Bosco, like, we probably sure we know Diddy up on it.
Oh
So I'm
yeah.
like, what if Oprah on it? What if you know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
of these people, because now all of a sudden they hitting them back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
And then the other day, I think I sent you and Jude the same message.
Yeah.
We got threatened by Korea. And then we just sunk some ships. I said, oh, this is all smoke and mirrors for what's really, really going on. But I'm here for the tea because I want to see the list, though. Who you think on it? But let's get to the list before we get to Jung.
I don't know what to say. I just know I want to see the list. That's what I said. I want to see the list. I'm pretty sure Diddy's on there.
I know.
We all know. Yeah, we know 45 is on there. I'm pretty sure.
They Bill Clinton on there.
Yeah, I'm sure Oprah's on there. Cause Oprah and him was like this, so she's up in the business.
You think her and Stedman on there?
I don't know because Stedman seemed like he kind of like he don't really be really down with her.
But he been with her too long.
But he might have been with her. He might have been there. He might have went with her because that's his wife. I don't know. But if he's on there, if he's there, guilty by association. That's what they put on us.
I think, and they was so they pulling Jay-Z in.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be surprising me Jay-Z because
they Fallon
back. What's up? Hey, he see her in a while.
They did say that Snoop had something to. I seen this story. I don't know how true it is.
Yeah.
So Suge alleged. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place. I'm excited because I missed y'all last week.
Mm-hmm.
Suge did an interview that's saying, "Oh yeah, we know Jay-Z and Beyonce on there. They've been saying that about them for years."
Yeah.
But they saying that that was I'm replying to Matrix. They were saying something about Jay-Z was supposed to be allegedly doing Beyonce like Diddy did Cassie
and Aaliyah.
You think that's true?
I heard that.
R. Kelly on there.
I heard that years ago when Damon Dash started talking about this stuff. Because him and Dash and Leah were together when Leah died. I heard that back then, back like 99, 2000. That's why it wouldn't surprise me. And see, reason I say with Jay-Z, it don't surprise me. And people say, "Oh, you just hating on Jay-Z." No, I'm not. Jay-Z likes to mingle with that type of crowd, with that millionaire crowd. And everyone know Weinstein, he was like the man, the pimp, he's the pimp. Let's keep 100. And he likes to hang with that type of crowd. So it wouldn't surprise me. And like with the Leah stuff, I mean, and like Matrix said, Jaguar Wright, she said a lot of stuff that's coming out. And with Diddy, I've said on previous shows, we knew Diddy how he was going back to the city college stuff. Back in like 85.
He got receipts of proof.
Yeah. So
a couple of different stories came in. Yeah, because Maya don't want to be seen. Somebody said he did the same thing to Maya. Maya fell all the way back.
Yeah. Yeah, she fell
all the way back.
Yeah. It's like I want to see this, man. See this one. I want to see it.
And they said somebody, is it Biden's son on there?
Yeah. I heard that. And see, that's the thing.
Either Biden or his son.
Yeah, Hunter. Yeah. And see, that's
so I think what they're going to do is throw. You talked about it. I think they're going to throw all the African American like entertainers and people of a certain bracket and status to the wolves to protect. They ain't gonna throw out the whole list. I ain't got them putting out certain people.
I'd be surprised if I see.
I ain't got that. What's that speaker of the house, the one that talk real slow? That just passed out the other week. What's his name? McConey. What's his name? Cahoney.
What is his name? McConley.
McConley. I bet, how much you want to bet he on there? Because they already smashing up in the Congress.
Congress. There's probably a lot of them on that list from Congress. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Jay-Z's list name is not on the list, because not because he wasn't there, but I think because he's one of those guys who, remember he sold out Damon Dash and all them, his own homies.
But he not them. But he do too much for this group of people. Allegedly,
if he was, he wouldn't do dirt on Colin Kaepernick when the NFL finally put him in a position to do the shows. Up until then, he was all cap. But as soon as he got in there, he's like, "Well, we moved beyond kneeling and stuff like that." He distanced himself from Kaepernick. He did that to Damon Dash. He did that to DMX.
No, they're not going to throw a list party, Jay. They're gonna release it. I think they had some attorneys, his attorneys and some of the victim attorneys. They got the judge approved for the list of his affiliates, but they're going to protect the victim, especially the minors, because they were like going at 14-year-olds. It's like they had victims young, really young. Like they had a circle of it, and I was like, it's just really ironic. This list is coming out now after Cassie did her thing with Diddy and accused him of trafficking. Then you got R. Kelly doing time. Then they started with Bill Cosby. Now they've been dragging Oprah, and now you got Oprah being again put out, and certain people it's like being dangled in their face.
Yeah, I just want to see the list because
let's do it. Now when the list go, we're gonna do a show. That's gonna be our first.
Let's go right down because it's gonna be a lot. It might cover the whole 2 hours because we can just analyze each name. What's up, Karen? In the building. Check her out. Miss K's joints, that muscle rub, and the other stuff. Do you good?
Because I was like, okay, I think it's Smoke and Mirrors.
She got this,
bruh. Then gonna tell me this was hold up, pause for this break real quick. Let me tell y'all about Miss Hansley. Thank you for the surprise, by the way. So she sent it to me. I said, I'm trying. She was like, no, it's real cute. It don't hit too hard. It's okay. I was like, first of all, this is bigger than a bigger Kool-Aid pack. She was like, I promise it doesn't hit too hard. I said, Karen, you told me the same thing about them damn Doritos when I only ate 4 little pieces and I was on here asleep. So now you want to tell me that it don't hit that hard. So then she say, no, I told you they might hit hard. I said, no, I did too. What did Karen sit up here and say? I wish we could have rewind the clip. Karen said, go ahead, eat a few more. Go ahead. It's okay. Eat a few more. You're going to be all right. And what did I do? I listened to Karen. I ate 2 more.
Yep.
30 minutes later.
Yeah.
That was me.
Let me do a quick promo. Y'all can buy the Hand Radio merch. Visit handradio.org/shop. Get your hats, get your hoodies, get your shirts. Good quality. They feel good. Represent. handradio.org/shop. Check it out.
Also, promo and sponsorship opportunities are available. Hit us up. But thanks for the show.
PSA.
So they go back to the Smoke and Mirrors. So I sent you and Drew something. Remember, I was like, I seen a thing where our military sank three transport ships. And I said, Next thing I know, the headline came. Jong was like, oh, they making this inevitable. And then next thing I know, we seen some more stuff about Oprah. I said, Then he said some other stuff. He said, okay, if they get in our business, we're gonna go ahead. So he started playing with his, because remember he was quiet for a minute with the missiles. He playing with the missiles again. He said, keep playing. Pretty much called, he threatened him, was like, keep playing. I will annihilate y'all. And then he starts shooting them some more. And then next thing you know, the CNN drops, oh, we get ready to do the Epstein list. And I'm like, how convenient. You know how many countries, I think Judah and I were talking on the phone, and I looked up how many countries beefing with us right now?
All the major ones, plus a few little minor ones.
That ain't afraid of nada. And I was like, the ones who we allies with, they depend on us. We can't depend on them.
And you put you put the money in the right pockets. Everyone has a price. Be like, look here, Taiwan, you help us out, we'll make sure y'all will never starve again. Gotcha.
Yeah, you saw they just did you hear about the spy that they arrested? Was he Chinese? Well, I think he was Asian. He no.
Oh, I gotta look it up.
Take a hold on. I'm saying they sent it today.
Yeah, jumping back to the Epstein thing. I remember the other day I posted as a joke, but I checked it out and then I kind of like put them together. Someone had posted up as a joke that Pornhub was blocked in North Carolina. So you know me. No, but check this out. I laughed. I really laughed hard. But people was like, nah, it's not. And I said, let me check. Because me, the inquisitive guy I am, I need to have some proof. I looked and it said that you had to show your ID. Because they said, Pornhub said they doing it because they was affiliated with someone who was doing child trafficking. So they said now you need to, if you're in the state of North Carolina, and I think my buddy Anthony said they do that in Mississippi. You have to show your ID for access. And I'm thinking, I wonder if that is tied into the Epstein thing.
Probably.
Because notice
but with the it was something, it was a thing with the borders being wide open and so many people, and so they're using the borders as
be quiet, Jude.
And the refugees, but they're also being sex trafficked. I watched a whole documentary on it. So when people are fleeing here, it's people taking them from the border, like saying, oh, we're going to help y'all with like food, shelter, and then a third, but they're taking them and they're trafficking them. So they're trafficking them at the borders. I forgot which ones and which states. So certain states it's happening really heavy, really heavy.
Hold on, let me tell you something. Dude, just to let you know, I watch Brazzers. I don't watch Pornhub. Let's go.
You watch what? What is it?
I said Brazzers. Brazzers.
Wait a minute.
See, Jude got something started, man.
Brazzers. What that be doing? Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
No, she said, I'll be watching it. No, I don't watch porn. I watch
Brazzers. I'm gonna let y'all know what's up with Brazzers. Now that sounds
this is an adult show, everybody. Just let y'all know.
Is that like dominatrix? That sounds a little dangerous. Is that
nah, I don't know. I ain't never watched it. I see.
You know Brazzers.
I got a friend on Facebook, Robert A. Corbo. He don't mind name dropping because he.
Oh, Fallon, come up because tell us about Brazzers. Brazzers said. Oh, y'all schooling us in the new year. This what we doing.
So wait,
Karen said hardcore. Fallon said Brazzers is like real cool for real. Oh, we already
got started.
She said that's the hardcore porn. They be doing like gags and stuff.
Nah, they be going in.
I mean, all of them go in, but like
Brazzers go in. Brazzers is like
50 Shades of Grey times 10.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna watch it. We gonna do a review. We gonna do that on the Thursday or something.
Yeah, me too, Fallon.
I like amateur personally. Oh, you like the real people, but you know the amateur ones. I don't know. It depends on the camera angle. I'm sorry, I know we just jumped all over, but let me just say this: what I dislike about you said spell it again. B as in
B
boy,
R B R
R as
A.
in ready, A
Yeah.
as in apple, Z as in zebra, Z as in zebra, E as in Earl, R as in really, S as in Sam. But okay, so what I'm about to say about the amateur ones, I don't like sometimes the camera angle get on my nerves. Like they be going
Oh,
all over the place, and then they be like,
yeah.
that
You
throws
see,
me off.
you
Like
showing the
this
wall,
is the
you see your grandma on the
yeah,
wall.
get you a little thing,
Nah,
triad, whatever they call a little tri thing.
you get a
Sit that
tripod.
up there, and then it's like I don't want to see the belly button. And
Yeah, I
then
know. They be like
when
this.
it
You be
get
telling on
good, they
ourselves.
gotta move it. I don't want to see this person put
We
it back.
telling on ourselves. You
Yeah,
know
like
what? I don't want to stay on the subject too long, but this is an adult show. You know what? Let me shut up before
I
I get in
forgot we on
trouble.
social media.
I'll say this. It used to be where the movies had storylines. Now they just walk in the door like, yeah, baby. Let me show you this. Storyline. Just bend over. You know.
Oh, you talking about soft porn? Just get to it with me. I ain't got time for all of that
No,
extra.
I'm just saying it used to be the storylines. Now they come in the door. He might be them ironing his clothes or some shit, and they say, yeah, I don't know. I don't watch it. Someone told me.
No, I don't like when they spend like they spend the first 10 minutes walking around
Hold up.
and then just I'm like, if you don't just Sam,
Matrix. I watch
what? What she say?
I watch porn on my VR.
I need to get me one of them. This just took a long time for the block. Happy New Year, everybody.
We should have started this show next week. we didn't have a long enough break. It was supposed to go. I don't even know how we got to this. Oh, we talk about Pornhub being blocked.
Talking about brazen.
No, I don't. I don't need to get no VR. I don't need to get no VR.
Oh, but okay, so let's wheel it back. So because
Yeah.
I forgot we on social media. Let's look. We gotta talk about this stuff when we do the other stuff. So back to Jude. Jude was absolutely correct when she posted that they said that he told his people. We going back to Jung Kim. Is it Kim Jung?
Let's call him Kim. Jung, whatever.
I like Jung.
Jung ill.
Jung.
Yeah.
Jung. I like Jung. I like Jung. So Jung said he told his people in a little meeting that they had to annihilate the US. Mm-hmm. At first he was saying if they get into it because they beefing with South Korea. South Korea. Yeah. So he since they keep getting into the business and now they teamed up with Russia and everybody else. So they on the water. Now they messing up transport ships and goods. So now they making it impossible for us not to play with them. So now he just gave the word we ready for whatever. So they preparing for war, but he's trying to get his missiles as close to the US as possible. And the US told him to stop. He shot another one. I said, why do you every time y'all tell this man to stop, he don't listen. He like a bad
Don't tell him to stop for nothing.
He throw two more.
Yeah. It's like, who he is? He's like a monkey. A monkey, you can do what you want, but a monkey gonna keep messing with you. He gonna keep playing with you until you do something. And if he know you ain't gonna do nothing, he gonna keep on messing with you. Because I remember when I was in the military, we was in Panama, and we was in the jungle, and we just sitting there, and you can hear the monkey doing that. How I can't do that talk, but you can hear them in the trees. And we our platoon, he said, "Yo, keep your stuff to yourself, because the monkeys will come get it. If you eating something, make sure you got it close to you. Don't have it out there like this. Don't put it down. And no matter what it is, keep it to yourself." So we see the monkey in the tree, and the guy said, So we just shot, a little bullet in the air. And he just sat there like, y'all ain't shooting me. So we sitting there, we're eating. Dude had to sit down. And we're like, yeah, we're talking. That monkey was like, climb down the tree. Like Tarzan. And he just sat up there. His little homies came over. And they so smart, they be talking to you. You don't know what the hell they're saying, but you know they talking shit. Because they get together like and laughing and shit at you. And you can throw a rock at them, they'll scatter and they'll come right back to the same place. That's Kim.
Wow.
That's Kim.
I forgot we was talking about him. I got so
That's
invested
Kim.
in this.
You can do what you want, but you do one thing, he gonna do it twice.
Yeah. He really does not care.
No.
Like,
he know he got back. That's why. He know he got people backing him up. That's why.
And it's that part. Mm-hmm. And they know none of them give zero.
They're not scared.
But then the thing about remember a couple of shows back in 2023. Mm-hmm. We was talking about the different news stations. Yeah. I watched Asian news that time. Like, it was like a week or so ago when the was it the reporter or the politician got stabbed?
Yeah.
During
about a week ago.
They don't care. They put it. This man was gasping, and they working on him, and they kept the camera on him, and they was like, no. Do. They was just talking, and the guy was like,
"That's what."
And they was like zooming in on. I was like, they gonna really show, and they was just talking like, oh wow, look, and I was like, and they just did, and they was like taking pictures, flashing, here we would have cut the camera.
That's how Al Jazeera is. Al Jazeera, they show everything.
For real.
Al Jazeera. Remember when what's her name? Bhutto. I can't remember her first name. The chick that was running for Egyptian president. This is like 2009. Benazir Bhutto. They showed when they shot her car up. Hell yeah. They showed it. They shot her car up and they put a bomb on it. It didn't blow her up, but the impact killed her. But they showed the car. Yeah. They showed it. And I was like, oh shit. And I like Benazir Bhutto. I was like, I like that woman. I was like, damn, they showed that shit.
Yeah, I was so invested. I think I watched it the whole day. I didn't understand nothing that was being said, but I was just amazed at how much they showed. And they kept showing it. It wasn't like one and done, like
you can translate it.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a oops. It was like a we gonna do this and then we gonna bring it back and they're gonna do the slow-mo replay. I was like,
they show it. Over here, they're like, we're not gonna show you the footage of this, but this is what happened. Over there, be like, we're gonna up here, they'd be like, we're gonna show you all that shit.
Yeah. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, they gonna blur it out. They ain't blur out nothing. It was just like regular. And I was telling Drew, I said, Drew, this is like what's going on right now is crazy. We so worried about Blueface and Krishan, academics and Diddy and and we got people talking about they are literally practicing
to blow our asses up.
But nuclear weapons.
To blow our asses up. And we are, like Jay, we're a joke to them. And when I was coming up, I'm an old dog. In the late 60s and 70s, they used to show that shit on TV. I remember when the Olympics, 72 Olympics, when they had the shooting and shit going on. They showed it back then, but all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. Everybody stopped. But yeah, everyone's worrying about all this nonsense. Yeah, Krishan and Blueface and Cardi and Offset. Like, dude, y'all don't realize what's going on. Because y'all don't watch the news. Because y'all don't believe the news. The news is the plan.
Okay, let's have a deeper conversation. Because I think with that, what I've heard, a lot of people, even like at work when we talk about it, is people consider the news to be depressing. They don't want to think about it, talk about it, and all that. So I get it. I really do get it. But my whole thing is just, I'm not saying do it all the times, but I think it's best to be informed. Don't just completely ignore it or brush off the hard conversations, so to speak. Because it's like when we brush off the hard conversations, when something happens, because there's so much going on that's heavily affecting us,
Yeah.
our children. I was, what was it? I read something about, for instance, the student loans, and they trying to connect student loans to your 401.
Yeah.
Meaning, so they like, yeah, and then your job can match. No, don't match me paying you. Match what you're gonna put in for my retirement, right?
Right.
So instead of that, so now they trying to put it into law, whereas though they can come for your 401. So if they come for your 401, what do you have? You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
part of your savings for when you like retire, your old age,
Mhm.
things like that. So then it's kind of like, but who is it really affecting? It's affecting us. So it's so many different avenues that I feel like we're being targeted that we don't pay attention to because we label it as like depressing. But when you watch it, it's entertaining but informative at the same time. And it's kind of like sometimes some of the stuff I'm like, did they just really do
Yeah.
that? But it makes good conversation because it helps you navigate through your life. It helps you how you educate your kids. Because my brother and I were talking and we were like, fuck banks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because banks ain't gonna be shit. So I mean, strictly deal with like credit union and stuff like that. It's a little bit more secure, a little bit different because the banks are a lot different and they about to get hit just as hard as like everybody else. So it's like just being in the know, so just to know how you can navigate life. So we get caught up on money, they caught up on resources. Like that movie, what Leave the World Behind. Remember
Yeah.
we was talking about that? Everybody got on it and everybody was like,
Yeah.
ain't nobody watching that shit. And then it became a high topic. Everybody watching it. Who behind it? The Obamas, right?
Precisely.
So just imagine, I look at it like everything literally is in our face, right? Of what's coming and what we need to prepare for. We so busy worried about some labels.
Yeah.
We getting people rich in other countries who make this shit.
Yeah.
What they doing is they buying resources. Because even if you think about the movie is true bill. So if you have a million, like $3 million, right? And let's say technology gone. We so stupid, like yes, like Asia, a lot of these countries, they are heavy on technology, right? But they also know how to work without it. We
No.
don't. Our phone break, we stuck.
Yeah.
We don't know how to communicate. We don't know how to, our lives depend on technology. So just imagine like in the movie when when everything went down, it was so many signs around them in nature that said that they were in danger, where they needed to go. They literally trying to show them the way to get to safety because the technology was off and they trying to find signals to try to find somebody to communicate with. It was completely off. So just imagine if this literally happens today and all communication is wiped out. What do we do? What do you do with your money? Because half of us don't know how to grow. Half of us don't know how to farm. Just like in the movie, that man had medicine. He was stocking up. They had cattle. The people who knew how to farm, who knew how to do certain things with land, they were okay because they could produce food. They knew how to, purify water. They knew how to have a safe house. All of these things.
Yeah.
We
You don't.
don't. Like we want to buy some shit and be competitive with each
Yeah.
other, but we not thinking about we still got to prepare for the worst, no matter how devious and degrading and depressing it is. That's the reality of where we are in the world, and we got to see that because we the only people who like fuck that shit.
Yep. We got this such a rebellious mentality that we're just out to screw the man over, as they used to say back in the 70s and 80s. But when reality, we're screwing ourselves over because we're not trying to find this information. I remember one time, this is like maybe about 4 years ago, I was on a page and there's a bunch of Hebrew Israelites, and I said how I was doing my own stuff. he said, "Why you doing all that? God gonna come and destroy it all anyway." And I was like, "Dude, you just don't get it. Nah, I ain't doing all that. I'm not working on the white man." I said, "Dude, this is my land." He said, "But you renting?" I said, "Yeah, I'm renting." I said, "But I'm making, those resources back there. I can grow my own stuff." He kept going, and the funny thing, everybody was agreeing with him, and I was like, "You dudes are truly lost." And even here we are, 2024. This is about 7 years ago, and people are still. It like I had put on the page the post I put about us having a save for the future, because some of y'all in the 20s and 30s may not have Social Security to get to the end. We live for today, and we worry about what everybody else has, rather than saying, "Look, we got to plan for tomorrow." Because as long as you have children, you have to plan for tomorrow, because they can't do it. You can teach them how to do it, but you got to take the first step. And that's the problem we got. We worried about, well, how much money this guy's making, how much money she got, how much drip this girl. I mean, nobody care about that shit, because when it all goes down, how much drip you have don't mean nothing, because you got to get out there and fight. And that's why I think me and my brother was talking about. That's why the one thing I give them them bammers down there credit, they talk about, if we got to fight, we got our guns, we're going to fight. I get them credit. To where with us, we think about shooting each other. I'm like, what? What are we getting? Nothing. We don't own a piece of the land in the hood, but we're willing to die for it. I'm like, that don't make sense, dude. Because when you die, another one comes up. They'll put your name on a shirt. "Oh, rest in peace, my nigga, so a year from now." They might talk about you, but nah.
Pause. I'm not laughing at that. Have you no, when you said you don't not owning anything in the hood but dying for it. So have you been following this the Young Thug Rico case? The White House. Did you see it today when what's his name, Tick, was on the stand?
Yeah.
I ain't never laughed so hard. I may know because he's supposed to be telling. When he was like, "Ma'am, I ain't even past the math part of my GED. I'm not that good with numbers." He said, "You said how old was 20? What?" That he said. Then he went, "I'm trying to do the math," and she was like, "Okay, when were you born?"
That was pure comedy.
Yeah, he said, "Man." He was like, "Man, when you be asking questions and then they be objecting, it just throw my whole train of thought up." So you repeat that. I don't recall. I was probably like 11. She was like, "How old are you?" He like 30. She said so, and she said, "What she say? 2010." He said 2010, 20. I'm not that good at math, ma'am. I'm not. I keep telling you.
It was simple.
I keep telling. So he was like, he said, "I'm like 10." She was like, "When were you born?" She said 90 something. So he said 92 or whatever. So the year that in question, he took him. She said, "So that would make you 20. So 20 and bring you up 20. He was like, it was every time he kept saying.
It was funny.
And then he said, "No, this the part that took me out, because I don't know how he kept a straight face, because even the judge started laughing because she got moved. She was like, 'Judge, no, it's not.' And the judge was like, 'Okay, Miss Love.' And he was like, 'I'm gonna just sustain it.' So he gonna say, 'Hold on, Mr. Your Honor.' It was like, 'I'm not even trying to play with none of y'all in the court and none of this. I'm just trying. I'm really trying to remember. I'm not really trying to play with none of this like this, because this is really, really important, because I gotta go get my CDL."
Yeah. But the thing about it, he was straight up. It's just
he was deflecting. That nigga about to go to jail. He's supposed to
his demeanor was like, like
dumb. He played dumb. He was like, what? So she said, who
oh man.
She said who was a part of whatever it was, whatever the group. He was like, "So you want me to tell you everybody I grew up with? I don't even know if I can remember, because I gotta associate the house with the name."
That was
so
grandstanding
down the street. He was like, that was another He said, that was another Jason. And she's like, Jason who? He said, huh?
Yeah, he's
I don't
grandstanding.
know. Then it was,
He's grandstanding.
he said, my brothers. And she said, well, what was your brother's name? He was like, I don't even want to be disrespectful because I said,
he's grandstanding. Grandstanding. It's crazy, man. It's.
I hollered so bad, but it was like she was so mad. He was like, she said, do you want to be here today? No.
That thing, you know, that case, man.
If you missed it, go back and watch
check it
it.
out. It's on YouTube.
I tell you, the man was on the stand the whole time. She was so fun. I have never seen a DA.
Mm-hmm.
She was so mad to the point that when they over, she was like, "Judge, no, it's not." And the judge was like cackling, and he was like,
YouTube.
"Okay,
it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's crazy, man.
When I tell you, yeah, he was like, "We just wanted to be like Lil Wayne." But then when she said, he said, well, do you call something Cleveland? He said, no, the park. He said, I don't know about none of that because I had no affiliation. But then he couldn't even say vicinity because he was like, because we was all in what is the word I'm trying to say? She said, I don't know. You tell me. He was like,
yeah. It's that case, man.
It was crazy.
I don't know that case.
But because I just knew he was going to be singing like a canary. He was like, so she was like, do you see them in the courtroom? He was like, they ain't grow up on my block.
You know what?
And then he was looking the way he looked around.
Yeah.
And she was like, Mr. So-and-so. He was like, I'm trying to help me help you. But when he told her that, I had to put the laughing emojis in the chat because he said, I'm trying to help you, help me, help you. But I don't see, we ain't grow up together, ma'am. They not from my block.
Go viral. He's trying to go.
He's definitely going viral.
But I'm glad we that's a good segue. Snitching. Because I watched the video today with Charleston White. A lot of people hate him. He does say some stuff off. He does say some stuff off the wall. But when he's dead serious, he made some points today about snitching. Because he was saying how when he was 14, he got locked up for killing a man. Him and his friends. He said the thing about it, he was the last one they arrested. And he's like, who Charleston White. He said okay. He was the youngest one out of the crew. But everyone else got arrested first. He was the last one. He's like, now how did I get the last one? He said, them niggas in there told. He's like, so he said how his brother got locked up too, and his brother, they sentenced him to 101 years, and he said his brother wouldn't even show no remorse. He said he told his brother, look, nigga, you need to show some remorse next time. But he said, and you know what? He said after 30 years, his brother got out. And he said when he was locked up, I forgot how much time he said he did. He said, but he had a choice. He said, them niggas told on me. He said, them niggas told on me. Why shouldn't I tell on them? He said, that's what my mother said. He said, them dudes don't care about me. But he said, the problem with our community with snitching, he said, when the snitching is just telling. He said, if you see a guy shoot someone and the child gets killed, are you going to be quiet because you don't want to snitch? Or are you going to say something? He said, that's the problem we got. He said, and this is why I don't have an issue with Tekashi 6ix9ine. He got in that trouble. But his own homies jumped him and beat him down. Basically, they broke the code. So he's like, okay, I'm facing 70 years. I'm telling on all you niggas. They beat his ass down. So he told.
Let me just say, I hear you. I don't think the people in question are good people of examples.
No. I know. Definitely not good examples. No,
because Charleston White takes away when he says shit like that because his antics. Remember how we always say delivery messages, it gets conflicting because I can't take what you saying seriously because of how you move and then you instigate.
The reason I said him is because what he said brought up something I wanted to talk about. That's what I'm saying. It's not what he did. I'm just saying he brought up something that I wanted to talk about. It had nothing to do with him and what he did. It's nothing like that. My question is about what's the
changed
difference
the
between
narrative.
snitching and telling.
I mean, it's the same shit. But this is the thing with that. But when what I'm saying is with them is one, they put themselves in situations where as though you saying you tell, but why am I going to put myself in a situation where I might have to tell if I'm first of all, you know what you're getting into and with the politics of certain situations. If the same way, if I go out here, hypothetically speaking, if I meet somebody and let's say they're in a game. I know this. I deal with the person. So you mean to tell me if he get hemmed up, they question me, I'm supposed to sing? No, I'm not. I know what come with that. I gotta eat that. Because I chose to be in that. We know what comes with certain things and doing that. Now, granted, if I'm not affiliated, somebody do something to my kid or whatever, and a lot of us had, but I think that the difference in the mindset is I come from an era, even if we didn't tell, you pay for your if something happened. Something happened. I ain't gonna say what happened, but something happened. Whereas though there were consequences and repercussions. I think what it is now is people embrace people who will hurt them and hurt their family. We didn't allow people to come inside and infiltrate and tear. We didn't tear each other up. We fought together. And I think that's the bigger picture. So when we look at people like Charleston Whites and 6ix9ine and all of that, I can't respect nothing that they say because I feel like you're part of the problem. So I'm not going to sit up here and be like, don't snitch, don't tell. But then I'm out here doing shit to make a motherfucker do something to me.
But you know what? You said exactly what he said. Not verbatim, but everything you said is what he was talking about. If you get yourself in that situation, you said everything he said. That's why I said sometimes don't pay attention to the messenger. Because I don't like Trump. However, I listen to the message because, like they said, a broken clock is right twice a day. You pay,
but again, the difference
if you ignore the message, but see, when I mentioned him, I wasn't talking about him. What he said reminded me of a conversation I wanted to talk about. It wasn't about him. I wanted to know about what's the difference between snitching, because in our hood, we like to call everything snitching, but we like to decide like, okay, what level of snitching this guy, he like, okay, like you said, if you get into the game, like he said, if you get into the game, you get in trouble, that's your ass. The reason I said about Tekashi 6ix9ine, he was in the game and he was loyal. However, his homies turned on him and beat his ass and put him in a hospital and robbed him. At that point, there is a street code. You're supposed to stick together. But when people turn on you, then you got to turn the gun back. So you gonna say if your homies beat your ass, you still rolling with them? They get in some shit. They put everything on you. You gonna still roll with them?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna get up on the stand and point them out either.
I am. You know why? Because see, when they beat him down, all the shit that went down, that's how he got all the charges.
But he participated.
They put the charge. Well, see, the stuff they did, they put on him. So they didn't take it. They didn't take accountability for what they did. They put it all on him. I didn't do it. They did it. They didn't have. See, they didn't have to put all the shit on. All the dirt they did, they didn't have to put on him, so they can walk.
I agree with you on that one, but at the same time, this is my thing. He knew what type of motherfuckers they were. You can tell they were.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
So to me, yes, he definitely snitched, and for all that, he should have got your lick back.
I agree with you on that, but that's why I asked you this question. I say the no snitching policy in our neighborhood is the worst thing we got. You know why? Because we let a lot of people who do grimy shit to us get away. That's why I'm trying to get to. Like Charles, I'm not gonna lie. You know why Charleston White doesn't bother me? Because he said to everybody, "I'm just trolling. I'm trying to get likes. This is how I make my money. I'm trolling," and everybody falls for it. That's why he don't bother me.
I start watching him.
That's why I listen to him because I know he's trying to get in people's heads. That's why he don't bother me.
No, it's not even about getting into people's heads. It's the antics,
know.
and
He's a clown.
the message isn't clear. Just hear me out. We could say the exact same thing. Like I said, the difference is if like I said, we both come from a different era, right? Whereas though if some shit happened, yes, we had certain things in our neighborhoods. Everybody stuck together. Yeah, you gonna have to pay for that. Something gonna happen. Okay. So the whole stop snitching thing is it's all good until it happens to your family or it's whatever. But you can't keep doing dirt and then you want to talk about snitching and telling which is where I'm coming from with that's when my stance with a Charleston White because he's an instigator.
Oh yeah, I know he is. I know he is, but he don't bother me.
I mean, he doesn't bother me either, but I think that's when I just can't. To me, a click and a view is support, and I can't support the antics because it's like at this point, if you're gonna have your message, have your message. Like Paul a live wire. I'm about to read his comment too, but I can respect where he come from because it's not like he's not out here insulting or demeaning the same people who he want to get money from and do business with.
Okay.
Because you're still trying to do the business with the same people.
Let me ask you a question then. Let me ask you a question. What's the difference between him being the asshole he is and the rappers and stuff we support who basically put us down so they can make their money? Why do we listen to their music? That's putting money in their pockets. Why do we do that?
You asking me? You asking me?
I'm asking.
I don't even listen to new hip hop. Anybody who be around me will tell you I listen to Afro beats and old school R&B.
No, I'm not. I'm asking you a question.
I mean, I'm just saying. No, I'll get you.
No, I'm asking.
It's the whole thing, but that's what I said.
No, I'm asking you a question, but I'm not asking why you do it. I'm not asking why you.
No, I can only answer from my perspective because I don't know why other people do it because I don't condone it. Because to me, that's not for me, and I know what it does. Now, even now, and I say with my kids, right? With them being young, certain music they don't listen to, and certain music they do. But we also got to understand, I think we talked about it before, we live in a different time and age, but I'm just in a different space in my life where that doesn't consume me. The same way when we were young, we was out here twerking, "Drake, what your mama gave ya," dude, and our parents were saying the same thing.
I agree.
We was being hot in our ass. We was doing all this shit. Fuck the police, all of that stuff. Generation of what happened. So you say it all the time. It's what we being told to do, but we got to reprogram our minds though too. So I can only control myself and what I'm not going to support. But people going to do what they're going to do, and I think we just got to figure out why people want it.
It's called what?
Want it or listen to it.
Oh, okay. It's called free.
Let me read. Paul said, "Hold on, what did he say?" Because I think that was a good one. He said, I'm a good example. I did 10 years for some drugs that was in the coat pocket that someone laid on me when they thought I had got shot. But I had passed out, so nobody stepped up and claimed the coat. DA offered me freedom to work for him for 10 years. I got the 10.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, before we go to break, let me ask you a question. You can ask before the break or after. You're in a car with two other people. You're driving. You got some weed on you. I mean, and you know that's your weed. You got some weed. The cops pull you over. You go, yo, pull the window down. You talking to him, and the other cop, he sees a gun in the car. It ain't your gun. You be like, this is my weed. But you know the gun belongs to your homie in the back. Do you say something, or do you take the charge? Because
me being me, I probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't what?
Because I probably wouldn't say them because 9 times out of 10, I know once somebody got it.
So you're gonna take the gun charge?
I probably wouldn't. I probably would.
Shit. I don't see like what you said. I don't see my gun. This weed is mine. I'm not taking it. You know why? You know why I'm not taking the charge? If my homie could be that irresponsible and sit his gun out with the police pulling up and he didn't make no effort to hide it, that means he don't give a shit about me. He's taking the charge.
But also, that's the circle of people that I chose to be around.
See, I'm saying you don't notice until he pulls the gun out and sets it out. That's what I'm saying.
You know your friends, Curry.
I got some friends who doing friends who don't.
Say that all
but
the
I'm
time.
saying, I know what I'm saying. But
I know what my friends
you can carry. But listen, Coco, you can carry and have it concealed. But he didn't have it concealed. He pulled it out and sat it out on his lap. Like, I got homies that carry guns. If a guy got it concealed, that's him. But if he's sitting it out in the open and the police drove up and he's like, I'm not going to put it away, he got to take that. Because he knows, like, why all of a sudden you taking your gun out and you sitting it out? Usually you have it in your back pocket and you have it put away. Why are you putting it out where it can be seen? I ain't taking that charge. Hell no. This is my weed, Your Honor.
But unfortunately, it's still gonna be your word against that person. And if I'm driving the car, it's my car. I'm a catch.
Well, you a bigger person than me because if that nigga can pull his gun out,
I can't say what I want to say up here, but trust and believe
if
you
he
me.
can pull his gun out and sit it in the open, knowing the police are walking up to the window, he can't put it away.
And that's why people need to be dolo. That's why I don't trust
nobody. Going to jail. I'm not going to tell. I'm like, look, I go to jail. This is my weed. I'm telling this is my weed. That's it.
Yeah, but I'll go over the rest when we come back. But it's also about knowing your circle. So ain't no way in the world you know when motherfucker ain't gonna take that charge.
I ain't taking no charge for nobody.
All right, we know you going to.
Oh, let's go to break, y'all. We'll be back in 5 minutes, y'all.